Alright, let's do this list. Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys vote. Should we start from the best to worst or worst to best? I feel like we should start from the top to bottom. Go from the best to worst. Because people want to know who is the best character in the game. They don't give a shit about who's bottom 2 or bottom 3. Nobody cares about low tiers. Unless you're that guy that, you know, wants to play the worst character. Yeah, I figured that. Doing best to worst is the way to go. Start from the middle 3? Come on, Killins Renzi. That would be weird as hell. Alright, so let's start things off. You guys can still see my browser, right? So, who is the best character in Mortal Kombat 11 right now? In my opinion, who is the best character? Ignore Chronica. I don't even know why she's here. Just to pretend she's not there. Obviously, she would technically be the best. So, we're gonna... No, I'm not asking you guys. That was just a question. Just a general question. So, we're gonna do this tier list. 1 through 26. My opinion on the best to worst. Who is the best character in my opinion? What's up, Teakwoods? This is a simple one. The best character in my opinion is obviously... And I know this is no surprise to many. Aaron Black is, in my opinion, the best character in the game. He has no weaknesses practically. He has ridiculous anti-zoning, amazing zoning, arguably the best mid in the game, really good strings, meterless damage, crazy setups. You can't make a comeback on him. He denies... Like, if you have 1% life against Aaron Black, you might as well drop the controller because you're not making a comeback. He has arguably the best fatal blow. And so on. He, in my opinion, when played right, is the best character in the game. Aaron Black is insane. He's ridiculous. So I have him number 1. Him, to me, is the best character in the game. After Aaron Black, who do I think is the second best character in the game? To me, the second best character is this bitch. Cassie Cage. Why is she good? Cassie Cage is ridiculous. Not only does she have amazing ground mids, she has a 9-frame mids. She has a 9-frame mid forward 4 that goes into a follow-up forward 4 1 that full combos, safe on block, great staggers, great zoning, also good anti-zoning. She's one of the hardest characters to corner because she could do a string into EX. What is the move? EX up glow kick, EX, and you can't do anything about it because it switches sides and it's safe. So she's a character that makes you go to her, out footsies you, has amazing anti-airs, full combos off everything. You get her in the corner and then she just does a string on block into meter burn. You can't do shit about it because it's just jails and safe. So you technically cannot corner her. She's, in my opinion, the second best character in the game. She's not as good as Aaron Black, but she's extremely strong if played right. So I have her at number 2. Then, after Cassie, we have, you know, like daughter, like mother. Sonya Blade. Now, Sonya Blade isn't as good as the 2 characters above her, because Aaron Black is insane, Cassie's ridiculous, but Sonya's pretty good. She's got a very good projectile. She's got a 50-50 off back 1, if you can get them to block the first part, that goes into high damaging combos. So your opponent has to they have to respect the 50-50. They can't just be like, oh, I'm going to block low all day or I'm going to block overhead all day. You have to pick and choose what you want. And in the corner, you're eating big damage off both of them. In the corner, if she does her lower overhead, back 150-50, and you get hit, you're going to eat easily over 40%. She's got drone drop, decent jump wins, good anti-airs. She's overall, I think she's a top 3 character. Who's after Sonya? After Sonya, we have... Where is he? Can't see him. Oh, his head's cut off. I don't know why. We have Chronica's Prodigy, Geras. Geras is very good. He's not as good as the characters above him because he does have weaknesses. Like, for example, he suffers from severe hitbox issues. Not as bad as other characters, but his hitbox issues do bring him down a notch. If they were to fix his hitboxes so no one could low profile his shit, he would probably be better than he is right now. But Geras is not a joke. He's very strong. He's got good anti-zoning, good strings, good jump-ins, good damage. Probably, I mean, arguably the best crushing blows in the game. Good fatal blow. He's overall a very strong character. The only thing holding him back are his hitbox issues, which is why he's not top 3. Because he has matchups where he can't abuse his best moves. And then after Geras, this may shock some of you. No pun intended. This may shock some of you. Psych. You guys thought I was actually going to put Raiden up there? Jackie Briggs. She could be debatable, maybe top 5. To some people's eyes, they may not see her as top 5, but I think she's top 5. She's not as good as the characters above her, which is why she's number 5. But Jackie Briggs is no joke. She's got a good mid. She's got solid neutral with her dash punch and her back 2. She can convert off any hit. She has decent jump-ins. She has solid crushing blows. So overall, she is a top 5 character. But her main weakness is she gets zoned out by almost everybody. So, like I said, she's not as good as the 4 characters above her. Because she does get zoned out by literally anybody with a projectile. But she's still one of the strongest characters in the game. Now, number 6. Number 6 is a no-brainer. Number 6 is Kabal. What would a Mortal Kombat game be without Kabal in the top tier? Wouldn't be a real Mortal Kombat game. This is why Kabal's in the top tier. Let's see. Kabal has good mids, good damage, can convert off anything, has one of the best fatal blows, has good wake-ups, good reversals, good jump-ins, good zoning. I don't think I can use the word good any more than I have right now. He has quite literally good everything. His only weakness, literally the only one weakness Kabal has, and when I say the only weakness, I literally mean the only weakness, is he gets low profiled occasionally. That's it. Low profiling is literally his only weakness. If they ever fix his mids, he will be one of the best in the game, even though he is one of the best, but he will be even better than he is currently. And he's the only character in the game. He's literally the only character in this entire game that doesn't have any false block gaps. How do you have a character in Mortal Kombat 11 when one of the main features is flawless blocks, but they don't exist for Kabal? That to me is unreal. So yeah, Kabal is, in my opinion, number 6. He's one of the best characters in the game, easily. Now, who's after Kabal, you say? Number 7? We have Scorpion. Now, Scorpion, unlike all these other top tiers up here, Scorpion does have the best anti-zoning in the game, but Scorpion's the most unsafe character in the game. When he uses his best move, and you guess wrong, you're getting full comboed for it. Which is why Scorpion, even though he's very good, and he's one of the better characters in the game, him being so punishable is why he's not on the same level as the ones above him. Because the characters above him can do what they do and play safe without giving you risk on the table if they play properly. Scorpion, he can play safe. Scorpion can play safe, but if he plays safe, there's not much to fear. Eventually, he's going to have to try and throw you or do a teleport. When he goes to throw you, you can down 2 crush and blow him. You can duck on a read and full combo him. His 4-3-4 and 4-3 staggers are not enough to make him be top 5. But he's a good character. Definitely the best anti-zoning character. And very strong neutral. And good jumping. But he's not at the tippity top of the mountain. Now, who's after Scorpion? This may shock some of you. But for a lot of you sane people out there, you will see this as a sane choice. Cetrion is number 8. This character is absolutely insane. Cetrion is such a good character in this game. She shuts down so many characters that literally most people I play against her have to counterpick. They have to, because you don't want to play Cetrion's game. Cetrion's game is so enforcing, so demanding, and so taxing on the person that has to play against it that you'd rather not deal with that trash because it's absolutely not fun to play against. Cetrion has amazing ground footsies, top tier anti-airs. You can barely corner her because her teleport is absolutely ridiculous. She could teleport in the air. She's the only character in the game that can teleport in the air, teleport on the ground. She could do a string into teleport or back teleport, where she'll teleport away from you and you won't corner her. She has arguably the best zoning in the game. Cetrion is without a doubt one of the better characters in the game, easily, like no contest. After Cetron, we have, of course... Where is he? Oh my god, he's not on the list. Oh my god. We have... Sorry I have to do this, guys, but it's not on the list. Everyone's favorite sorcerer, Shang Tsung, is number 9. Shang Tsung, just like Cetron, he, debatable, could be the best zoner in the game. It's going to come down between him or Shang Tsung. Shang Tsung is like Cetron, except he doesn't have a teleport. You can corner him, but Shang Tsung is better up close than Cetron. He's got 10 frame mid with back 3 down 4, which you have to respect. He's got an amazing poke, one of the best pokes in the game with down 3. He's got very good space control. His ground eruption move is a 15 frame launcher that goes half screen. Meaning, most of the time you don't play footsies with Shang. You're not playing neutral with him. You're just trying to get in and eliminate the mid-range game because Shang Tsung is... He's an absolute monster at sweep distance. At sweep distance, he literally controls the screen. You have to watch out for 15 frame launcher. Watch out for corpse drops. You have to watch out for his 14 frame high projectile that could be meter burn for follow-ups. He can be played absolutely safe. With Shang Tsung, you don't have to use any of his gap strings. The smart Shang Tsung players will know to abuse 4-2-1-3, which is a 17 frame mid with sweep distance range, has no gap. They'll abuse 1-1-4, has no gap. They'll abuse his 10 frame mid, back 3 down 4, has no gap. All these moves you can use with Shang. There's no risk in playing him unless you choose to do so. Every once in a while you can sneak in his moves with gaps to, test the opponent to make sure that they're ready. But for the most part, you can play Shang extremely safe, and he's arguably the best zoner in the game for some matchups. He's up there with Cetron, and he's extremely good. He can convert off every move into a combo and so on. Shang, definitely one of the best characters in the game. One of the better ones. Now, after Shang Tsung, we have... Where is he? Baraka. Baraka is a very good character. A very good character. I don't know why not many people are playing him. But Baraka's got it all. He's got good mids, good advancing attacks, great anti-airs, good damage, safety, good throw game. He's got 2 viable variations. He's got good pokes. Baraka, in short, is a very good character. Easily one of the better characters in the game. That's why I have Baraka number 10. So he to me is top 10. Then after Baraka we have, and this may surprise a lot of you, but I'm sorry regardless of what some people say about this character, Sub-Zero is a good character in this game. And he is one of the better characters in Mortal Kombat 11. He may not be as good as the 10 characters above him, but Sub-Zero is safe as shit, good anti-zoning, 2 good variations. He's got one of the few characters that has viable 50-50s. He's got barely any flawless block gaps. Literally, he's almost up there with Cabal in terms of no flawless block gaps. He has, what, 1 flawless block gap? 3-3? For most of his core moves, you don't have to worry about getting flawless blocked. He's got plus frames, good throw game, throw loops, good comeback factor. He has combos you can't break out of if he keeps you grounded. Overall, Sub-Zero is a very strong character. And I know this is going to piss a lot of people off because people feel Sub-Zero's low tier.
Well done. Superb.
I'm sorry, but I think he's good. Yo, Hellbringer FGC, thank you for the 3-month resub. Thank you so much. Now, after Sub-Zero is Jax. I have Jax at number 12 because Jax is, in the right hands, this character is very, very good. He's got arguably the best fatal blow in the game. 11 frame mid fatal blow that goes almost full screen. If it hits you, you have to guess between a double whammy crushing blow mix up between his 4-2 down 1+3 and hunker down, or his grab crushing blow because his arms get max heated up. He's got arguably one of the best projectiles in the game when his arms are heated up. He's got solid neutral. He's got 9 frame mid up close. He's got good throws. Jax overall is just a very good character. That's why I have him at number 12. And then after Jax, we have Liu Kang. Now I know people feel Liu Kang is not that good, but I have Liu Kang up here. I have him on the side of the better characters in the game because Liu Kang, in my opinion, could be played in a very versatile way that he can handle mostly any matchup. He's got good zoning. He's got a very good up-close game with his fast mid. He's got a good back throw stagger. A good back throw loop. He's got some of the best staggers. He's got a good punisher with flying kick. He's got a good fatal blow. He's got good damage. Liu Kang, in my opinion, is just overall a good character. You can't go wrong with Liu Kang. And then after Liu Kang, we have... Where is she? Scarlet. Now, Scarlet's closer to mid-tier because she's at 14. But her zoning is very strong. It's top 5 zoning. Between her Blood Tentacle, her Slow Blood Ball, her Downward Blood Swarm move, her Back 4-2 High Projectile. She's got so many ways to control space and make you go to her and chip you. She's also very good at healing. She has so many mind games with her staggers, her throws. And yes, a big weakness is she can be floss blocked. But she has a lot of ways to play around that. Like she could, again, stagger. She could throw. Forward 4 tongue. Forward 4 slow ball. She has all kinds of ways to throw off your floss block timing. But she's a very good character. And she also has a very good fatal blow up close. A 13 frame fatal blow, which is pretty quick. And then after Scarlet, we have... Where is she? The woman in green. Jade. Now, I know people are going to get pissed because I put Jade up here. I think Jade is number 15 in the game. Again, just like Scarlet, she's top 5 zoner. Probably top 3 zoner, actually. She's got very good aerial control. Very good aerial presence. Her air glaive is one of the best zoning moves in the game. She's got very good range. She's got disjointed hitboxes. Good whiff punishment. She's got fast mids up close, 11 frame mid with her back 3. She's got good pokes for her down 4. Like top tier anti-air. Jade has what you want in a lot of positions. She could basically play her game against so many characters. She does have some hard matchups in matchups where she can't play her game in zone, like, you know, obviously Scorpion. But for the most part, Jade is a very good character. Where are we at right now? Okay, number 16, we have... Where is he? Noob Saibot. Now, Noob Saibot is... Where is he? He's like around mid, low mid. Noob Saibot does a crap ton of damage. Like, if he hits you, holy crap, it's like a train just smashed into your house. You're losing 40%. He could restand you. He's got a good throw game. He's got amazing pokes with down 3. His down 3 poke, if you space it, can even be counter poked by most of the cast. He's got really good anti-airs. 2-1-2 is good at baiting people that don't like to be patient against this throw game. He's got okay projectiles. They're not too good, but they do the job when you need them to do. He's got a decent fatal blow. Noob overall, he's a very solid character, which is why I have him at number 16. Then after Noob, we have Raiden. Raiden is one of the few characters that has 2 usable variations. No, I meant down 3 with Noob, not down 4. Revy, I meant down 3. But anyway, back to Raiden. Raiden has 2 serviceable variations. In his first variation, he's very hard to corner because of his teleport. He's got good space control with his downward lightning. He can make a lot of the character go to him. He's got safe strings with his 4-3, solid staggers. He can combo if any convert into full combo. He's got good corner carry. In his second variation, he has the best reversal in the game. Takes less chip. He can be played as sort of like a fortress, like hard to penetrate. He can punish so much stuff in his second variation with his 4-frame reversal. It actually punishes most of the moves in the game. Like, I would say over half of the moves in the game get punished by his reversal move in his second variation. Raiden definitely being slept on. Don't let his tier spot fool you. Number 17, he's not too bad. He may be on the lower side of things, but in the right hands, Raiden can give you a bit of trouble. And then after Raiden, we have... Where is he? Kung Lao. Kung Lao, just like Raiden, another very solid character. Kung Lao hits like a semi-truck. You get hit by him, you're losing 40. He's got good staggers with forward 1. He's got good air options, like his air teleport, his air dive kick. He's got okay zoning with a straight hat. He's got a great throw game. He has a lot of ways to trick you into wanting to press a button, then he can capitalize and punish you. Kung Lao is just a very good character. And he's also got ridiculous setups with his Z-Hat, where he can OS and cover any knockdown option and then be plus enough to go in for a strike throw mix-up. So Kung Lao is a pretty good character. Then after Kung Lao, we have Katana. Now Katana is again one of the few characters that is blessed in that she has 2 usable variations. The second variation, very good space control, better zoning, a lot of frame traps, crazy converts and damage in the corner. Her first variation plays more like traditional katana, where she plays more of a footsie game and she could jump with her float and so on. There's not much to say about katana, which is pretty straightforward, but for the most part, katana is definitely a decent character. Not too crazy, but definitely playable. Under katana, we have Johnny Cage. Now, where are we? We're now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so Johnny Cage would be bottom 7. Johnny Cage, outside bottom 5. He's kind of like a make or break character, meaning your fate is going to depend who your opponent plays. If they play a low hitbox character, you're kind of screwed because most of your moves are going to be whiffing. Most of your strings won't connect. Your frame traps will whiff. Your EX force balls won't work. But the reason why he's not bottom 5 and he's outside the bottom 5 is because he's at number 20 for the fact that he can fight characters pretty well that have big hitboxes. All his moves work. They don't whiff. He's actually one of the few matchups where that can give Gears a run for his money. So Johnny does have his few pros, but if you're going to main Johnny, you're going to have to deal with a lot of his hitbox issues against certain characters, which will be awful, like Cassie and so on. Then after Johnny, we have Collector. Another character who's outside the bottom 5. Collector has great mids, great staggers, 10 frame mid command throw in his first variation. He's one of the few characters you can never air escape out of. Every time he hits you, you're losing 30%. He's got good Oki because all of the enders leave you right next to him. Can't really corner him because of his teleport. He's overall a pretty underrated character. And his second variation, he's got good aerial control, good zoning, good setups. He can close out rounds easily with his damage over time. A lot of characters can't really do much about his aerial zoning in the second variation. If you're playing against certain matchups, it's very abusable. So Collector is, I'd say he's bottom 10, but he's not, bottom 5 bad. But now we're getting into the bottom 5. Collector's number 21. Number 22, to start the bottom 5 off with, is Frost. Now, Frost doesn't have much, but the things that she does have is pretty solid. Similar to Johnny Cage, Frost's biggest weakness is her hitboxes are awful. Against certain characters, her moves will just flat out whiff. Her jab has horrendous range. Like, sometimes you can miss a scorpion punish, even though he's in your face breathing on her neck. Because her jab has, like, negative range. Like, the shit will just completely whiff.
Rayo, you better not put Kodo last. Kappa Lu gang for life. All my Lu brothers make them. Smell your damn champion's feet. F4
Yo,
3 Riabun, it's RIP 3HL,
it's ripped though.
3HL.
Thank you so much for the 4-month resub. It's ripped though. I'm not gonna spoil who the bottom four is because we're gonna get to them. But anyway, back to Frost. Frost has solid mids. She's got underrated anti-airs with her down 3 anti-air. Her down 3 anti-air is literally like Ermac's down 4 anti-air from MKX, but it's faster. She can convert off moves off of her variation with the combo. She's got a good jump in. She's got solid zoning. Overall, she's, like I said, she's not the greatest character, but she has her tricks, and she also has a decent fatal blow. Now, under Frost, we have Shao Kahn. Shao Kahn's biggest weakness is he has a lot of gaps. He's pretty unsafe, and he requires a lot of commitment, but he's got good whiff punishment, good range, solid down 4, good anti-airs, arguably the best wake-up game in MK11. His wake-ups have ridiculous range. His up 3, up 2, his wake-ups are insane. But because he's very unsafe, and he has some pretty crappy crushing blows, he's, in my opinion, bottom 5. That's why I have him at number 23. And then under Shao Kahn, we have the next Emperor, Kotal Kahn. Now, Kotal Kahn kind of plays a game like Shao Kahn, where he's like a mid-range character. You want to be mid-range with him, and you want to be trying to whiff punish things and abuse his 4-2-4 from range. Because if you look at it, Kotal Kahn's 4-2-4 is kind of like the big leg moves. It's like Aaron Black's forward 4, Sub-Zero's forward 4, Shao Kahn's forward 4. You know, those running attacks have a lot of range. That's how Kotal Kahn's 4-2-4 is. You can use it at mid-range and throw it out randomly and try to get a hit. You want to play Kotal Kahn at mid-range. You want to use his jump 1. Jump 1 has a lot of range. He has a half screen mid. This guy has a mid command throw. His second variation gives him better anti-zoning with his jump in aerial move, and his Panther, if you EX it on the ground, will have instant projectile immunity. But unfortunately, like the other bottom tiers, you guys are noticing a trend here. Kodokan's biggest weakness is, yet again, shitty hitboxes and moves that just whiff and don't connect properly. His hitboxes are his biggest weakness. Things just don't, they whiff half of the time. Things don't connect properly. His down one follow-ups just whiff on hit and so on. He has a bunch of issues like that. And now under Kodokan we have everybody's favorite character to play against, Unga Bunga Kano. Now Kano does have a lot of flaws, but he's not the worst in the game because Kano is the king of YOLO, do it, Unga Bunga. You just do shit with Kano. You don't have a game plan. Your game plan is to do shit, and when doing shit doesn't work, you do different shit. You just keep doing shit, and hopefully you get the win. Kano's got 50-50s off his down one. He can do down one. He has a 50-50 off his down one. He can do down one command throw, down one Kano ball. You have to guess. That's a 50-50. It's very risky, but that's the name of the game when you play Kano. He's got good jumping because he does have a dive kick move with his air cannonball. So you can get away with jumping on people. You can do jump in cannonball to get them to respect it. I know it's very risky, but again, name of the game with Kano is you risk it all. Risk it all for the biscuit. You always YOLO. You always Unga Bunga. You don't really think. The more you're thinking, you're probably going to lose. You don't play footsies with Kano. You just do shit. The best way to win with him is to go crazy and do stuff. Abuses command throw. Abuses jump in. Abuses down 150-50. Try to convert off hits. Abuses forward 4 overhead. Abuses back 4 sweep and so on. You want to mix with him. And then, the worst character in the game is Devora. Devora has probably the worst hitboxes out of anybody in the game. She has overheads that go over your head, literally. You're ducking, they go over your head, it whiffs, then she gets full comboed. She has moves that she'll hit you from range, the follow-ups will whiff because they're all out of whack. Her second variation is horrible. But, I mean, she can be played, but if you don't have the corner, she tends to struggle. Because she needs to put you in the corner, get set play going, and so on. And that's where I would put Devora. I mean, she does have good things. Like, she has arguably the best anti-air in the game with her down 4-2, which will do a 50% crush and blow combo. She has a very good jump in. She has good set play. She has 50-50s, and she can full combo off her grab in the corner into jump kick for 1 bar. So she does have some things. But here you guys go. This is my full tier list of this game. From the best character in the game to the worst. So the tier list, just to recap. Number 1, Aaron Black. Shocker. Not for anybody. Number 2, Cassie. Number 3, Sonya Blade. 4, Geras. 5, Jackie. 6, Cabal. 7, Scorpion. 8, Cetrion. 9, Shang Tsung, if you guys can read right here because they don't have an icon. 10, Baraka. 11, Sub-Zero. 12, Jax. 13, Liu Kang. 14, Scarlet. 15, Jade. 16, Noob Sabat. 17, Raiden. 18, Kung Lao. 19, Katana. 20, Johnny Cage. 21, Collector. 22, Frost. 23, Shao Kahn. 24, Kodokan. 25, Kano. And last but not least, 26, Devora. This is my full tier list for this game at this point, for this patch.